Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate. Today we're going to talk about my fall project plans. I'm so excited to film this video. I knit, crochet, and sew, so I'll be talking about things in all of those categories. Guys, I am so excited for fall. I feel like I haven't really been making things. I've been in such a rut, but I'm starting to feel that desire to make things again, and it's definitely directly correlated to it being fall. I also love knitting and crocheting with like warm, cozy wools. First is the scrunchie bag pattern by LOUPY.studios. I think this came out recently because I've been seeing it on my timeline. I just love everything that LOUPY.studios does. She has always been like a really big inspiration to me, so I definitely want to give this bag pattern a shot. I have never knitted a bag before. I think I've crocheted a bag, but I've never knit a bag before. So I think this would be a really fun bag to try out with some fun yarns, and it's just very practical because I love a big bag. I feel like I'm normally someone that doesn't use patterns. I kind of just like wing it and figure it out, but I've been trying to be better at just using patterns and not frustrating myself by trying to do everything by trial and error. So I feel like her pattern will be a good starting point for that. Next is such a fall staple. It's just a plaid tiered skirt. I feel like tiered skirts are actually very, very easy to make. They do take up a lot of fabric. I just know I'll get so much wear out of it because it's so my style. I love wearing long skirts like that, and I feel like a plaid version of one would be so good for fall. I've seen this one that has like a bunch of different plaid patterns. I feel like it would be fun to kind of mix different plaids, preferably in like a lighter kind of fabric. You don't really need a pattern for tiered skirts. It's pretty much just rectangles. The next thing that I want to make this fall is a beanie, and not just any beanie, but one with my handspun yarn, because I feel like my handspun just sits and I just look at it and admire it from afar. I just like have a hard time using my handspun yarn. I feel like other people are like that too. Also thinking of like the practicality of it, it's not rubbing on things all the time. I feel like handspun yarn is really delicate, or if you knit a sweater, like there's a lot of friction that happens that can lead to pilling and just getting like a little bit fuzzed up. But with a beanie, I feel like that doesn't really happen as much. So personally, to protect my handspun, like I feel like a beanie would be a good option, especially this yarn that I spun earlier this year. I just really feel like this would be a fun beanie, so definitely gonna be doing that. Honestly, colder weather accessories are some of my favorite things to make. Okay, next are leg warmers, but with the stirrup strap, I think is what you'd call it. Basically socks without the toe and the heel. I've been doing a lot of yoga and Pilates recently. I want to wear some cute leg warmers while I'm doing Pilates or yoga. I feel like if you have the heel and the toe exposed, you can like actually do yoga, keep your feet warm, and just wearing them around the house. Just a smaller project that I feel like could be fun. Also kind of a random one, but a yoga mat holder. But honestly, even just doing the little straps too, I feel like that would be kind of just like a fun side project. If you have any yoga mat holder / yoga mat strap patterns, let me know. Next is a pair of knit shorts, and I actually have a knit shorts tutorial on my channel. Those were more like summer shorts that I made with cotton, but I feel like with wool it would be fun, and maybe adding some cables on the side. I've always wanted a pair of cable knit shorts. I made this sweater in the spring and I did this fun like textured cable, and I feel like this kind of cabling would be fun on the side of a pair of knit shorts that you can wear with tights, because tights and shorts are so cute. So yeah, making some type of knit shorts, maybe with some cables in like more of a fall color. Another really simple sewing pattern that I want to make is a layering wrap skirt. I've seen these mostly in like a black mesh, but even a lace would be fun. I feel like these are really fun because it's kind of committing to the skirt / dress over pants look, but not 100% because you have a little bit of leg on the sides. The only thing is that sheer fabric is like so hard to sew with. My sewing machine always like eats it up. Like it just gets so jammed, but we'll give it a shot. You have to learn somehow, and I'm sure there's like a hack for that. There's a sewing hack for literally everything, so maybe I'll learn something new. Next is some type of sweater vest, because I just feel like those are really good for fall because they're not too warm, like a full sweater, and they're a quicker project that you can layer with like different colors underneath. Also, I want to wear them to work. If you didn't know, I'm a barista, and if you've ever worked as a barista, like it's messy. Don't really like to wear sweaters to work because even though I wear an apron, my sleeves are exposed. They also kind of get in the way. So I feel like a sweater vest I can actually wear to work, where my apron will cover it in the front and I don't have to worry about it getting dirty. I'm making this one right now. This is actually like a cotton yarn. It's kind of like a late summer sweater vest. This one I'm kind of just winging. It has a drop stitch. It's gonna be a V-neck. I'm doing it bottom up, so I'm working on the front right now. Didn't really have a big plan for this. I just really liked this yarn. It's a super soft cotton blend that I got from the thrift store for like $2, which is like, I always love getting yarn from the thrift store. Next is a staple fall accessory, which is a beret. I made a ton of berets at the beginning of 2023, and I was just making like granny square berets, and they were so fun, and I feel like I want to make more. I haven't made one in a while. I know that I wrote down what I did, so I can go back to that and make more. I am gonna make a tutorial for those berets because recently I've had a few people ask for a tutorial, so I think I'm gonna make one on that. And those berets are pretty beginner friendly, so I'll definitely walk you guys through how I make them. But I also kind of want to make like a non-granny square version of it. Speaking of other fall knitting plans, I want to say a quick thank you to the sponsor of this video, Hooks and Needles. Hooks and Needles is a company that curates crochet and knit subscription boxes with very unique yarns and projects. So in each box, they provide 2 to 4 premium yarns, a monthly magazine that has a few different patterns of varying difficulties, and all of the craft supplies you need to get started on those projects. This is such a great option if you're like me and you get in like weird ruts with knitting and crocheting like I was talking about earlier, and you just need like a project to kind of get you back into things. That's why I feel like the subscription boxes are so good, because they just give you everything you need to complete these projects, and then you'll always have the patterns, and it's kind of fun to see what they have each month. Like I said, the patterns are varying difficulties, so if you're a beginner or even if you're more advanced, there is a project for you. I think for the knit box, I'm gonna try this mug cozy. It's so perfect for fall, and this is like an intermediate level pattern. Instead of this color, I think I'm gonna do it with these 2 colors. It's giving like spooky pumpkin vibes. And then for the crochet project, I really want to do this woven storage basket. This is like an advanced crochet pattern, but we'll see. It just looks so cool, and I kind of want to learn this stitch, so I think I'm going to be doing that one. Also, I was a little bit worried about the quality of the yarn that comes in the subscription box, but it is actually like such good quality yarn. This one is 100% unshrinkable extra fine merino wool, and then this one that came in the crochet box is also a merino wool. So I'm very satisfied with the quality of the yarn. I feel like I've used my fair share of different kinds of yarns, and I can definitely tell that this is like very high quality. If you want to try out your own knitting or crocheting subscription box, I have a little discount for you. Go to the link in my description and use the code minigru20 for 20% off your first box. Thanks again so much to Hooks and Needles. I truly love the boxes. Now let's get back into the rest of my fall knitting plans. Next is some home decor, which I feel like I really don't make that much home decor, but I want to start doing more stuff like that. So I want to make the wisteria pillow pattern by Beck. I have seen this like so many times. I feel like I saw this pattern everywhere on Pinterest, but something really cozy with some fall colored yarn or like a neutral yarn. Gray and white stripes I've been really into. Next is something really simple, and it's just scrunchies. I've been seeing like mohair scrunchies, and I was kind of experimenting with this yarn, and I wanted to make a scrunchie with it, but I think I didn't put enough stitches. I do have one that I'm working on right now with this mohair yarn. I really like this color combination. I have a lot of whips that I want to show you guys, so most of these are honestly like things that I want to finish. Also with the scrunchies, I like the ones that like tie at the bottom. I think Alexa Carey, she has a scrunchie pattern on the Material Girls website. Also, side note, if you're looking for other fiber artists to follow on YouTube, definitely check out her vlogs. I'm gonna link her below because I love her videos and they're so fun, and she's just always up to something. What was I saying? Oh, I want to give her scrunchie pattern a shot. I'll show you one more whip. I've been wanting to make a brat project because I've been seeing your guys' brat projects. They're so cute. And I was gonna make a pair of socks. I've started the toe, and that's pretty much how far I've gotten on that. And I think it's gonna be cool to wear with like a very neutral outfit and have like bright green socks. I just have that vision, I guess. Next is a really fun one. It's house slippers. I saw a picture of these crocheted house slippers, and I am absolutely obsessed. They're almost like little ballet flats. I don't know how I can make these into shoes that I can wear out. Maybe like stitching or gluing a sole onto it. That sounds kind of complicated to me. So once I can figure that out, I might give it a shot, but that's why I'm calling these house slippers, because they probably won't be able to be worn outside. I've also seen people make like cozy, like thicker wool house slippers. I think those are fun too, but especially these crocheted ones with like a lot of detail. This picture is like literally exactly what I'm talking about. I want to find a pattern that is similar, if not the same, to these, because I just love these. I think it's such a great take on like the ballet slippers, flats kind of trend that's been going on for a while now, but make it crochet. Because why not? So that was all of my fall project plans so far. I'm sure I'll be adding to this list. I also asked you guys on Instagram what you guys were excited to make. I love interacting with you guys. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at minigru.studios. Most people said either sweaters or socks. Both are fall staples. I am here for that. I would love to knit sweaters and socks. Someone also said a 2-color brioche scarf. I feel like that would be so fun. If you guys have ever done the brioche stitch, it is so hard, but it looks so cool. So I feel like a scarf is a good practice project for that. Someone also said a pair of knit lounge pants, which if you can do a full pair of pants, I'll be so proud, because that probably will take forever, but definitely worth it. Someone said some type of cable knit. Cable knitting is really fun, and if you want something that is like kind of intricate but not too hard and it looks like it takes a lot of effort, cable knitting is your best friend. It's pretty much just like moving stitches around, but you're still knitting the same. So if you want to learn how to cable knit, definitely don't be scared. It looks a lot harder than it is. But yeah, mostly people said sweaters and socks, and it's gonna be a sweater and sock fall. So those were all of my fall project plans. If you guys want to see me make any of these, let me know. Let me know in the comments anything you guys want to make for fall, or any recommendations, like pattern recommendations. Again, check out Hooks and Needles and use minigru20 for 20% off your first subscription box. I think that's all. I'm so grateful for you guys. Happy fall. It's spooky season. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.